Well, that was quick. Well, thank you, everybody. Congratulations for being here tonight. This is a really special night for Roosevelt High School. I'm Dennis Love, principal at the high school, and we're just so happy that you're here to celebrate with our students. It's a special night for all of us. It's a big deal. We're honoring students who excel in the 4 areas of the National Honor Society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character, and you will excel in all of these areas. So congratulations. Tonight is usually always about the students, but I really felt like it was important to acknowledge the advisor of the National Honor Society. He excels in all of these areas too, and he is like the pride and joy of Kent Roosevelt High School. We all love Dr. Rebke, and we're just so happy that you're here tonight, and we're here to support you too, Dr. Rebke, because we love you. All right. Right now I want to talk about a guy by the name of Ben Coleman. He also excels. He's a cross-country runner, but the problem is with Ben Coleman, he excels in finishing in last place. Years ago, ESPN did a wonderful story on Ben, and Simon Sinek, an American author and inspirational speaker, wrote about him in one of his books. Ben is a young man who has cerebral palsy, and if you don't know what cerebral palsy is, it's a group of disorders that affects a person's ability to move, balance, and posture. You wouldn't really expect a cross-country runner to have that difficulty, and then somebody who's going to be running on not flat surfaces. It can be very challenging. But Ben ran for his high school cross-country team, and when he was in the races, he would often fall several times in a 3-mile race. Typically, he would take about 43 minutes to finish the race. Most, if not all, the runners would finish that race in about 22 minutes. There's a lot of lessons we can learn from Ben, and I would encourage you to research him at some point in time. But what really was important to Ben wasn't that he was going to win the race. He knew he wasn't going to win the race. What was important to Ben is that he would improve every time he ran, and he wanted to get a little bit better each and every day. You are all in a position to do that. You're gifted young people, and you can grow each and every day. And just like Ben, if you start with yourself, you can improve your family, your team, your friends, your school, and your community. But what was really so great about the races that Ben was in is when everybody else would finish, it was tradition that they would go back and run with Ben. Not everyone has the same strengths that you do. And as National Society members, are you willing to stand behind those people or stand besides those people who have different strengths to help them become the best versions of themselves? Congratulations to all you who are in the National Honor Society already, and congratulations to the ones who will be inducted tonight. You certainly deserve it. I'd like to turn over to our president, Theo.
The National Honor Society was established in 1921 at Fifth Avenue High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The stated objectives of the organization are to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote worthy leadership, and to encourage the development of character. The National Honor Society is the leading organization for recognizing and engaging outstanding students in high schools across the country. Chapter membership not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but challenges them to develop further through active involvement in school activities and community service. The motto of the National Honor Society is noblesse oblige. An interpretation of this phrase is that to those whom much is given, much is expected. Members of NHS are richly talented students who use their gifts to benefit others. Tonight we welcome 60 new members as they join 3,752 Roosevelt High School students who have signed our ledger since our chapter's founding in 1925.
Mr. Haar attended Strongsville High School before studying at the University of Akron. He has been a teacher in Kent for the last 34 years and has taught at the middle school, high school, and most recently in the Expedition Academy for the previous 5 years. Mr. Haar has also been a co-editor of the National Writing Project at Kent State University for the past 17 years. Mr. Haar describes himself as a playwright, an amateur drummer, and a super fan of the rock band Kiss. Please welcome Mr. Haar.
Hello, thank you. So, I'm in my classroom the other day. I'm teaching Life of Pi, amazing book, and some of my former students come in. And this is what kids typically do when they interrupt your class. You know, you're in mid-sentence and they walk in and they're like, are you busy right now? And I'm like, no, I'm not busy at all. I'm just, having these 25 people stare at me for no particular reason. And then they get all sheepish and go, oh, I'm so sorry, we'll come back. And I'm like, no, I was just kidding, what is it? And they say to me, we would like for you to speak at the National Honor Society induction ceremony. And it just kind of was like, all right, okay. I mean, I don't get offers like this too often. I thought, okay, that's really cool. And then Leah says, the kids wanted you to speak. And I was like, oh, absolutely, I'm in, thank you, that's awesome. Because it's an honor. It makes you feel pretty good. Puts a big smile right here. Somebody thinks you're pretty cool, that you're doing the right thing, that you're worth honoring. And it kind of took me back to my high school days when I started thinking about it. We had an assembly, of course, my high school days, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Back to my high school days, I would wear green corduroys and a plaid shirt. I was styling, still do. Ask anybody, they'll tell you, with my Crocs on most of the time. And I go to this assembly as a high schooler. It was for the National Honor Society, and I didn't know what the heck that was. It was in the gym, and so I'm sitting up in the bleachers with all the other kids, and I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty interesting. We walk in, and they're playing the Carpenters. And the kids don't know who the Carpenters are, but the Carpenters, right? Yeah, Dr. Repke's with me on this. Karen Carpenter, the smoothest, her voice is like butter. And we've only just begun. I mean, what a song, right? We've only just begun to live. I mean, it's a beautiful song. Everybody knows what I'm talking about now. And I'm sitting up in the stands, and they start reading off names, and I'm just like kind of casually sitting there going, okay, cool, I'm getting to sit here and watch these really smart kids get called down. And I noticed that all the kids on the list were the really bright kids. I'm like, these are some of the smartest kids I've ever been around. And they get to the H's, and Jeffrey Haar. And I'm like, what? All right, okay. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. So I, mosey on down the bleachers, come down to the podium down there. And Mr. Scriven, who was one of the hardest teachers and had my ultimate respect, but he was kind of scary. Little Teddy Roosevelt glasses, kind of a tough guy, shakes my hand really hard and says, congratulations, Jeffrey, you're a good man. And I'm like, all right, okay, this is pretty cool, man. And so I go around, where the podium was, I go in the back area. My mom is there. We did not know our parents were going to be there, so what a shock. My mom never came to school events. She's dressed to the nine. She's got a big flower on her lapel, makeup and everything. I don't think I've ever seen my mom in makeup. And, gives me the hug. Congratulations, Jeffrey, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, all right, this is pretty cool, man. So, I mean, I have to say, one of the better days I had in high school. It was pretty sweet. Why? It was an honor. Made me feel pretty good. Put a big smile right here. My mom and Mr. Scriven thought that I was pretty cool, doing the right thing, that I was worth honoring. And it set me up for success that day, having so many people believe in me that if I just stayed on the right track, good things would happen for me. And they did. I got a full scholarship to Akron University. I became a teacher in 4 years. I got a job in arguably the best place in the world to live and to teach, Kent, Ohio. Yeah, there you go. I'm not lying. Met the woman of my dreams and married her, had a lovely child, have a couple of sketchy dogs over the years. And about 182 days out of every year for the last 34 years, if you can believe it, I have gotten to work with these people, these wonderful kids, these kids who are so smart, so driven, so talented, so confident, right? Kids who have absolutely taught me more than I could possibly ever hope to teach about really anything. And so here we are, right? And I'm getting all those same warm and fuzzies, but not for me. I'm getting them for you. I see a lot of my students here. I saw a lot of my students out in the atrium here. These are kids that I have spent a lot of time with, kids that I've literally climbed mountains with, pet the wild ponies with in Virginia, in Exped. Kids who have done every stupid assignment I gave, and some of them are stupid, with a big smile on their face, like, yeah, Mr. Har, I'm going to do this. This is stupid, but I'm doing it. Yeah, those kids. The kids that pop by your room in the morning just to see how you're doing, ask you how your day's going. You know, you look a little tired. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Oh, okay. I hope you have a good day, Mr. Har. Those kind of kids. And then there's also the kids here that I don't know. Quite a few of I've never met. But you know what? I pass your name to another teacher in this building, and you know what happens. Teachers go, oh, that kid? Yeah, I got that kid. Love that kid. That's a great kid. And of course they love you because you've earned it. You've earned the respect. You've earned the reputation and the high regard. You guys are everything in a bag of chips. And you know what? Just being here for you, you know how you should be feeling right now? It's an honor. It should make you feel pretty good. Should put a big smile right here. All of us, your teachers, your administrators, your family, your parents, your community, we all think you're pretty cool. You're doing the right thing, and you are absolutely worth honoring. It's been my honor to be invited here tonight. My career is just about over in 4 months, but yours is just begun. And I could not be more excited for you. Congratulations. Thank you.
My name is Izzy Goldschmidt. I serve as Vice President of National Honor Society. I present the light of scholarship. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired only through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
My name is Theo Bednar. I serve as President of National Honor Society. I present the light of leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
Hi, my name is Leah Corthane. I serve as Secretary for the National Honor Society. I present the light of service. Service can be obtained in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others, both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote in the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
My name is Amina Mbai. I serve as Treasurer for National Honor Society. I present the light of character. Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Current members, please rise. Alexios Avoris, Madeline Boer, Jeremiah Brumfield, Ethan Bruner, Jordan Casterline, Virginia Catalucci, Diego Coutinho Granados, Sloan Crookston, Parker DeSidicki, Carter Foreman, Avery Gates, Ivy Geldof, Riley Ghosh, Abby Gold, Olivia Haynes, Miranda Herman, Ella Hauk, Maxwell Kenworthy, Thomas Kenworthy, Addison Knowles, Mayara Krifa, Ashlyn Levery, Daniel Lee, Natalie Lowe, Caroline Mahone, Eleanor Morris, Ethan Wen, Finn Obreza, Leo Pierre, Madison Price, Jackson Puhala, Marlena Pupo, Darcy Reed, Christian Scales, Michael Shannon, Alexander Sims, Cassidy Singer, Carter Slack, Ryan Slocum, Owen Sunderland, Katerina Vorhauer, Brooklyn Wade, Cooper Warren, Aaron Watt, Chase Williams, Isabel Yale, Savannah Zanders, and Kenzie Zivchek.
Inductees, please stand. I ask the audience to hold your applause until all names have been read. Ozzie Herbrook, Carter Stevenson, Iris Amore, Ava Bongiorni, Abigail Boer, Layla Call, Tyler Copen, Georgia Crabtree, Peyton Crocker, Aubrey Daniels, Brianna Dupre, Brian Dugan II, Catherine Anna Moser, Jack Flynn, Dean Foster, Caden Harris, Simon Hassler, Braylon Hawthorne, Hannah Heido, Nicholas Inwood, Taryn Jones, Riley Kime, Saman Khan, Ethan Coer, Kyla Kovalon, Braden Lataki, Samuel Luthman, Bo McPeak, Adriana Minio, Maisie Montgomery, Julia Nash, Pamela Natala, Coleman Packer, Gavin Peeps, Adriana Poole, Nora Redfern, Peyton Richardson, Nicholas Roberts, Natalie Roger, Bernard Rosenberg, Blake Russell, Matilda Sabin, Laney Shuck, Cooper Slater, Samuel Snellenberger, Catherine Staley, Cherry Stanley, Madeline Steffel, Mia Stroh, Jack Topher, Max Uhrig, Claire Van Dam, Maya Walker, Sophia Wiley, Lindsay Wills, Harper Wood, Gianna Yanelli, Owen Yeagley, and Anya Young.
National Honor Society members, current and new, please take the NHS pledge with me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been elected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024-2025 Roosevelt High School chapter of the National Honor Society.
This concludes our induction ceremony. Thank you for sharing it with us. National Honor Society members, please stay in place on the risers for a group picture. Everyone else, please join us in the atrium for refreshments. Thank you for coming this evening.
Good job, guys.